because it's not just about one day.
Yes.
It is about raising awareness and trying to ensure that there is a level of equality throughout the year.
Throughout the year. As a matter of fact, this month, I don't know if you saw some of the vignettes by our very own TPP women.
I saw Diana, and this morning I saw Mahalia,
yes,
and I saw a few others.
Betty and Una. So we're going to continue that, but we're also continuing the conversation with Bertrand Moses, who's the coordinator for Child Development, Office of the Prime Minister. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
And we are talking about the 63rd session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women.
That's correct.
We started that conversation last week with one of our delegates from Tobago, who's currently there. I think you are also heading there.
Yes, I'm heading there.
But Trinidad and Tobago is going to be well represented.
Well represented.
Tell us why.
It's going to be exciting because this is one of the main global efforts to look at the protection of women. And so we're so pleased to be a part of this. Trinidad and Tobago is going to be
now,
well
how are you
represented.
involved in this as a
well,
man?
as a male, this is interesting. So I think the beauty of UN Women and the whole global movement is the He for She campaign.
Right.
And that campaign says that men are also partners and protectors of women, as it should be. And as such, I am pushing that campaign. And for me, my role is to ensure that men also understand their role in protecting women. So CSW is bringing together
But you know, there's some
everyone.
women will say, we don't need to be protected.
I know.
We might protect you.
Well, if she feels like she can protect me, I'm happy with
So
that.
like
So we work together because it's about
yes,
equality and equity and working together to strengthen each other.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's going to be beautiful in that regard. So the team that we're looking at for CSW, of course, is looking at promoting policies and programs. Every country in the world will be represented because it's a United Nations effort. And the team from Trinidad and Tobago, my team, I'm proud to be a part of, is headed by Dr. Sophia Mohammed, as you know. She's the team lead on this effort.
Yes.
And of course, it's sponsored by the UN, but rather I should say by the Muslim Association, Women's Muslim Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And the other members are, of course, Dr. Gabrielle Hossein, out of course, UE. And we also have Tini Clark as the moderator. And as a team, we'll be looking at strengthening women, social protection systems for women and girls. We're looking at equality of women, women in leadership, and evidence-based best practices, so that we can, of course, put the word out there, and we can look at how Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the world can be strengthened in this regard.
And when is this panel going to take place?
Our particular panel will be taking place on Thursday, this Thursday, all right, and it's going to be at 10:30, so people are invited to attend. We'll have people from all over the world listening to what Trinidad and Tobago has to say with regards to social protection.
And is there an opportunity for people here in Trinidad and Tobago? Can you go online?
Well, we hope that, you can check on any of our social medias, and I think that we'll be putting updates up so that people will be able to see any lives and updates on it. But of course, it's about registration in New York at the UN headquarters, and people will be able to attend in that regard.
Is this the first time we're having an opportunity to present
This is not the first time. This is the third time, and Trinidad and Tobago continues to push the policies and programs.
Has been there before.
She has been fundamental in this effort, and she continues to push this effort forward.
And how does it translate into policies that impact not just Trinidad and Tobago, but the rest of the world?
Well, it's powerful because out of this meeting, every country has a government representative, and they come together and they have these powerful discussions. And I can tell they stay up late until 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, debating and coming together to say, this is what we need to see to protect women on a national level, on a global level. And so that's what it's about. It's about policies, it's about programs, it's about infrastructure. And this year, the focus is on finance, financial freedoms. And I can say that research has shown that if we were to empower women to work and to gain income, we would increase the global income by $28 trillion. That's amazing, and that's what it seeks to promote. That isn't just about protecting women, but it's about empowering women who can empower the entire world.
Yes, and what about follow-up? So you go to the sessions year in, year out.
Yes.
What happens next?
Well, of course, from a national level, the government will continue to put strategies in place and policies and programs in place with up-to-date recent research efforts, evidence-based, of course. And Trinidad and Tobago, our output, of course, is to make sure that, one, when we return, we can put infrastructure in place to support the government, to work together, the NGO community, to ensure that things are in place in that regard.
You seem very excited about this.
I am, because this is powerful, because if we can empower women, we're empowering children, we're increasing the income, we're protecting everyone. Trinidad and Tobago statistics, one in three women in Trinidad and Tobago are affected by some sort of violence.
Domestic violence,
It's real. It's real.
And as a coordinator of child development, how does that impact what you're doing now?
It's powerful because in Trinidad and Tobago, we have new things in place for children's protection, but our girls continue to be abused, as you know. So we're looking at the Children's Authority, strengthening their capacity. We're looking at, of course, the Children's Court, which is new. So a number of efforts that we have in place in this regard.
All right. And when do you leave again?
Well, we leave on, well, I'm leaving sometime this week, but Thursday is the official day, so look out for updates coming soon.
So send us some updates.
We will.
Right? And we look out for that. And congratulations again to Dr. Sophia Mohammed,
Yes,
Dr.
Tennille
Gabrielle
Clark.
Hussein, and Tennille Clark.
That's right.
I think it's just Gabby who hasn't been on the program as yet.
Okay.
So when you come back, let's have all of them
We'll
on.
look forward.
We
That'd
get
be
a
great.
follow-up as to what happened in New
Certainly.
York. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Bertrand
Appreciate it.
Moses,
Yes.
Coordinator, Child Development Office of the Prime Minister. There it is. There they are. And you're the lone man.
I tell you, yeah.
So you're also presenting.
I will
on
be a part of the panel
fostering
as well.
environmental
Yes.
revolutions and financing gender equality, fundamental freedoms. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you guys when you come back next week.
Okay, certainly.
Yeah, I'm going to have you here in studio. Rishi?
How does that make you feel? Being the lone guy.
Well, I mean, it's the he for she campaign, so men protecting each other, human beings have to work together.
Yeah, because I find it interesting, you know, this morning Dion and I, we were chatting and we were talking about the same equality issue. And yes, women are championing because, you know, we need equal opportunities, we need, you know, everything should be equal across the board. But I mean, some people might take this into a joke, but some people actually get annoyed by it. You know, so if you go out on a date with somebody, if you're a man and you go out on a date, why is it that the guy always has to pay the bill?
That's not true.
Or in
That's
most
not
cases.
true. Rishi,
No, let me
that
say
is
always, in
not-
most
I
cases.
wish I could do a poll in this studio right now.
I'm
because
outnumbered.
I feel like I always have to pay.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Moses is
What
not
about you?
getting, Bertrand is not getting in that
No, I
conversation.
want
at
Bertrand to
all.
get involved
You're
in
not
this.
getting him in that
No?
conversation. No.
I was hoping to spur
So
some.
is it that you always pay? Because then we can go on
I
a date and
always
you
pay
can
because
pay.
nobody's
Because
ever
I
paid for
always
me
pay.
for dinner or anything. And I find that hurtful.
Well, Richie, you're choosing the... Anyway.
I choose the wrong people.
I'm not
But
gonna
yeah,
get that.
yeah.
But it's an excellent, excellent
Yeah.
opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago to be presenting at the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. And Bertrand Moses, I noticed you did not get dragged into that conversation. But thank you once again. We're going to take in a few messages and come right back here on Now.